I mean, like, no one has the power to shatter your dreams unless you give it to them. Yeah, I go from tragedy to majesty. The victory has been woven into my tapestry. My adversary's not cut from the same flag as me. That's why the champion's gonna be who it has to be. This ain't the type of opportunity that just appears. I made it here because I shed blood, sweat, and tears. To get the title I forever have my sights on. This is where I become an American icon. If you a champion, show me you a champion. If you a champion, show me you a champion. Cause real champions move like champions. And real champions prove that they're champions. If you a champion, show me you a champion. If you a champion, show me you a champion. Cause real champions move like champions. And real champions prove that they're champions.
Live to Germantown Hills Middle School for the IESA 8th grade Class 3A state championship game between the Cardinals of Pleasant Plains and the host, Germantown Hills Warriors. Hi everybody, Alex Staab along for the call of this one. It's 22-3 Germantown Hills against 24-1 Pleasant Plains. Pleasant Plains has been here before. The Warriors are looking for their first ever state championship. We will see what happens next. We'll take a brief break. You're listening to Warrior Basketball on Mixler. Here at Germantown Hills, we get you ready for the state championship game again. Warriors and Pleasant Plains for the state championship, and we have just enough time for our pre-recorded chat with head coach Ryan Davis. And it looks like it didn't load okay. Rats. So we are not going to have any pregame interviews, but that's okay. Warriors looking for their first 8th grade state championship in program history. Again, they've won it at the 7th grade level, but this would be their first ever 8th grade state championship. Germantown Hills, again, Ryan Davis in his 8th season at the helm of the 8th grade program with a record of 155-40. Whereas Pleasant Plains under head coach Sam Sinclair, their record once again 24-1. Talking with both the players and Coach Davis for Germantown Hills, you talk about the vibe, the intensity that can surround a state title game. And Germantown Hills, the only team that gets to play for a state championship on their home floor. You cannot ask for much better of a situation than that. The Warriors, of course, will be the home team on the scoreboard. Pleasant Plains will be the guests. And Pleasant Plains, this is their 6th state finals appearance. They've brought in, let's see here, 4 trophies, 1 of each. 3rd in 2010, 2nd in 2011, 4th in 2014, and they were the state champs the last time they made it to this stage back in 2015. The Warriors are becoming one of the local titans of girls basketball at the IESA level. This is their 4th consecutive state finals appearance. They will play for their first ever state trophy at the 8th grade level, and obviously we're here on audio, so you're not going to be able to see it, but this place is going to be nuts. Harlem Globetrotter Curly Boo Johnson is in attendance. He's sitting courtside ready to go for this one. And we are going to have a lot of fun bringing this game to you as well. And again, the uniqueness of a team getting to play for a state championship on their home floor. No less Germantown Hills playing in it for their 4th consecutive season. Only the 2nd team to ever do that in the 4-class system. The only other one being, of course, Teutopolis, who has made the most trips to the state finals over this last decade. But this would be a landmark program-defining victory for Germantown Hills if they were able to pull it off. So again, the Pleasant Plain Cardinals, tell you a little more about them. They're members of the Sangamon Conference, and their enrollment between 7th and 8th grade, 189. So let's see here, they're only 3 students officially smaller than Germantown Hills. Their all-time record of 8-5 at state, and they have had a couple of state records, and those all came in their last trip to the state finals. Fewest points allowed in a tournament, most threes in a championship game, and most threes by a player in a championship game. Of course, Germantown has a couple records of their own, most points combined by each team in a state finals game, and most twos in a state finals game as well, both of those coming last year against either Quincy St. Peter or Hillsboro. We're about 6 minutes from tip-off, so we're going to take one final break and be back. We're going to go silent, but that's because we don't have a strong enough connection to go to videos. So we'll take a break from the mic and be back. This tip-off is next. You're listening to IESA Basketball on Mixler. Back here at Stieglitz Gym, we're getting you ready for tip-off between the Warriors of Germantown Hills and the Cardinals of Pleasant Plain. Time to take you through the starting lineups for both sides. Their starting lineup will look like this. It's put together by head coach Sam Sinclair. Jordan Butcher, an 8th grade guard. Ella Pierce, an 8th grade forward. Addie Trace, an 8th grade guard. Zoe Hildebrand, an 8th grade forward. And Becca Bellows, an 8th grade forward as well. Starting lineup for the home Germantown Hills Warriors looks like this. Emma Hernandez, the 8th grade guard. Jalen Perry, an 8th grade guard. Lucy Mishler, an 8th grade guard. Ella Russell, a 7th grade forward. And Izzy Vandertrapp, an 8th grade forward. Again, 22-3 Warriors, 24-1 Cardinals. They're getting ready to introduce starting lineups. Charlie Dyer and Todd Peterson both do a great job with this. It is a jam-packed Stieglitz Gym. I have never seen it this full. There is maybe less than 10 bleacher seats available. Then they're going to have to go to standing room only. And after that, there is a standing room only, they might have to shut it down due to a potential fire code violation just because there's that many people here. I had a chance to go out to the admission ticket area earlier, and the line was out the door probably by a good half mile, so there is easily the 1,018 capacity here at Germantown Hills as these two amazing programs between Pleasant Plains and Germantown Hills duke it out for a state championship. And Warriors coming off a state semifinal victory over Piatone. That was a fun one. Their state quarterfinal over, that would have been Robinson, was probably a little smaller crowd than this, but it was still a great atmosphere. This is expected to peak that. Again, Pleasant Plains making their first trip to the state final since 2015 when they won it all back in 2015. And again, the Warriors looking for their first 8th grade state championship. And they are yet to win an 8th grade state championship, and boy, what a night it would be to change that on this floor. Again, a coach like Ryan Davis, whose total record at Germantown Hills, all levels, all years, is 233 and 39. You cannot get much better than that. And he's truly put up an IBCA Hall of Fame type resume. So, whenever he starts, I don't know when he's eligible for that or if he's eligible for it now, but boy, I'd vote him in if they had the opportunity. Now hear this place get rocking because here comes the Germantown Hills starting lineup. Let's go over to the PA. For a tip-off from Germantown Hills, Warriors and Pleasant Plains. Warriors will send out Izzy Vandertrapp. Pleasant Plains will send out Becca Bellows. barbecue just underway here in the 3A state championship. Over to Shaylin Terry, left wing. Terry dribbles top. He now Vandersraff on the drive. Puts it up and travels. First quarter, still looking for our first points. Cardinals will start top. Feet now they go over left wing with Pierce. Pierce down low, poked away, and almost stolen. Now they got it back out top with Brace. Brace over to the right wing with Hildebrand. Now into the corner with Butcher. They work it around. Bellows. Now into the corner. Hildebrand again. Cardinals using the clock. They drive now. Get off to Hildebrand. Down low, two no good. And that's going to be off. With 5:03 to go first quarter. Again, scoreless here in the 3A title game. Rebecca Bellows charges the inbound to the Cardinals. Gets it into Zoe Hildebrand. Hildebrand one-on-one with Hernandez over to Butcher. Butcher into the corner with Pierce. Hello, Pierce looks back up top to Butcher. Now over to the left wing with Bellows. They get it in the corner. Long two for Frace. Is short. Rebound for Ella Russell. Shaylin Terry top of the reset the Germantown Hills logo. Dribbles in now, goes right wing with Lucy Mishler. Mishler looking for Terry. Goes top to Key Russell. Also back to the right wing, Shaylin Terry, 4:30 first quarter. Terry on the drive, pulls up inside the lane, two banged off, no good. Ella Russell, offensive rebound. Cardinals with it. Pierce at the left wing, cross court to Bellows. Bellows looking down low, is going to have to stay up top with Hildebrand. Hildebrand back over to Butcher. Butcher now left wing with Pierce. Ella Pierce one-on-one with Shaylin Terry. Now goes over to Hildebrand. Or rather than now Bellows, now Hildebrand in the left corner. Left wing with Jordan Butcher. Now right wing Ella Pierce. Addie Trace. Now in the corner, pull up three for Becca Bellows. It's well short. This is everything. Rebound Shaylin Terry. Terry up the right sideline. And Warriors will get the play set up. 3:36 to go first quarter. Warriors lead 2-0. Terry left wing top. Key Russell over to the right wing with Mishler. Down low Vandersraff posting up. Turnaround two for Izzy. No good. Rebound Cardinals. Addie Trace up the right sideline. Defended by Hernandez. Trace on the drive. Has space. Puts it up short. This is everything again. Rebound Hernandez. Hernandez quickly up the right sideline. Will now pull back. Vandersraff right wing top with the team Mishler. 3 minutes to go first quarter. 2-0 Warriors. Mishler over to Terry at the left wing. Terry top to T. Russell. On the left wing with Mishler. Open for three. Will now drive. Mishler kick ball off Pleasant Plains. It'll stay Warrior basketball. 2:54 to go first quarter. We're still stuck at that 2-0 score. Shaylin Terry into Izzy Vandersraff. Lucy Mishler over to Emma Hernandez. 2:50 first quarter. Wide open. Izzy Vandersraff. Shooting off the left block. Shooting good. And it's a 4-0 Warrior lead. This is Addie Trace at the top. He within a stride of the half-court line. Now at the left wing. Defended by Mishler. Brace will drive. Runs into Vandersraff. Two no good. They get their own rebound. Put back. Rolls in. Shaylin Terry inbound for Lucy Mishler. 2:17 to go first quarter. It's a 4-2 ball in favor of the Warriors. Mishler now dribbles right. Has it in the right corner. Now low Izzy Vandersraff. Count the foul! Foul on Pleasant Plains, charged to 20, Ella Pierce. That's her first, team's first. And Izzy Vandersraff's going to attempt the three-point play. Takes a deep breath. Spins the ball up to 2:06 to go first quarter and a 4-point lead. Make it 5. Three-point play. And it's 7-2 with 2:04 to go in the first quarter. Timeout, Pleasant Plains. here in the first quarter. It's a 30-second timeout called by the Cardinals with a 2-minute flat to go in quarter number one. Ella Pierce with their lone scoring. And down goes the Pleasant Plains mascot, running up and down the floor and must have slipped and fallen. Curly Boo Johnson sitting in the front row. He's about ready to keel over laughing. Well, I guess as long as whoever's inside the mascot suit is okay, you can laugh about it. Jordan Butcher in, Bella Tuxhorn in for the Cardinals. 2 minutes to go first quarter at 7-2 Warriors. They have it top of the key with Grace. One-on-one to Twistler. Grace over to the left wing with Hildebrand. Hildebrand off the straight pass is tipped by Vandertrap into the hands of Becca Bellows. Down low, Vandertrap up the middle, the floor finds an open Emma Hernandez on the other end. Hernandez kicks it back out to Shaylin Perry, but then overhead, out of bounds, turnover, Pleasant Plains. Now Zorn will replace Ella Pierce. Cardinal inbound below us. Butcher will inbound to Frace. 1:32 first quarter, 5-point lead for the Warriors. Frace over to Bellows. Hands it off Frace. Frace looking down low. Nobody home. Emma Hernandez easy steal. Hernandez up the right sideline. Pulls back out to Shaylin Perry, right corner. Perry down low, Vanderstrap out of bounds off the Cardinals into the Warrior basketball. 1:14 to go first quarter and a 5-point lead. Perry will inbound baseline. Gets it in. Oh, Russell does not get the shot to go, but she will shoot free throw. Fouls on 22. Nope, 20. 22 Crazy. First personal, second team foul. And Ella Russell shoots two. First one short. Still 7-2. Ryan Davis calls over Emma Hernandez to talk to her for a brief moment. The second free throw on the way for Russell. No good. Russell gets her own rebound though and lost it. Now Russell has it, gives it off to Mishler. Mishler throws. Now Mishler steals it right back. Vanderstrap up the middle of the floor. Coast to coast. Vanderstrap to Russell. Foul again. Ella Russell, 57.2 seconds to go in the first quarter. Ella Russell, first one, bounces out, no good. One more free throw, fourth of the quarter for Russell. Free throw up, and in. Russell gives the Warriors an 8-2 lead, 55 seconds to go first quarter. Top of the key is Hattie Frazee over to the left wing with Tuxhorn. Top of the key Butcher, right wing with Hildebrand. Hildebrand into the corner with Frazee. Frazee trying to find somebody, tries to drive, gets stopped, almost stolen by Mishler, and then Lucy Mishler is going to get called for the foul. That'll be her first and the first team foul of the half on the Warriors. The Cardinals will get a sub. Sophia Smith off the bench and replaces Jordan Butcher. So it'll be an inbound for Becca Bellows underneath her own basket with 37.6 seconds to go in the first. Inbound to Hildebrand up top, Frazee. Down to the left wing, Smith for three, misses everything, it's an air ball, and it rolls out of bounds to Germantown Hills. Becky into the game, as well as Nora Johnson for Germantown Hills. Full court press for Pleasant Plains, inbound for Becky. Becky struggling to get it in, gets it in, and then poked out by the Cardinals. Warriors will reset. 29.4 seconds first quarter, 6-point lead. Hernandez inbounds. And then the Cardinals get a late sub in Ella Pierce for Hattie Frazee. Hernandez on the inbound. Baseball pass to Izzy Vanderstrap, who catches it in stride. Tips it to Nora Johnson, who lost it. And Pleasant Plains lost it out of bounds, so it's Warrior basketball. 24.8 seconds, 8-2, Germantown Hills. Inbound for Hernandez underneath the Warrior basket. They have a late stoppage of play. Pleasant Plains coach being warned for being on the court. Now they'll try it again. Hernandez. Baseline inbound. Trying to get it in and off the backboard. Should be out of bounds. Yeah, out of bounds to Pleasant Plains. 24.4 seconds and a 6-point lead. Ella Tuxhorn runs the point for the Cardinals. Almost traveled, goes over to the right wing with Bellows. Bellows baseline, runs into Vandestraff, runs out of room, and has to kick it back out. Tuxhorn on the drive, wide open for two, misses the money. Rebound Nora Johnson. Lindsay Vandestraff up the middle of the floor, 2 seconds with one. Hernandez doesn't know what's on the clock, and that's going to do it for the quarter. After a 6 minutes of play, the home Germantown Hills Warriors are leading the Pleasant Plains Cardinals by a score of 8-2. Take you through the scoring for both sides. Pleasant Plains still has that lone two-pointer from Ella Pierce. And then for the Warriors, Ella Russell with 3, Izzy Vandestraff with 5 of the Warriors' 8. The others scoring, we got Russell with 3, Vandestraff with 5, Warriors 3 twos and 2 free throws, and the Cardinals with the 1-2. They have not attempted any free throws. Again, big night, obviously going for the state championship, and the Warriors have never won They have never won a 8th grade state championship, but they've won a 7th grade state championship a couple years ago. Pleasant Plains trying to, air quotes, repeat. The last time they were at state they won, but they haven't been since 2015. Inbound to start the second quarter to Bella Tuxhorn. Tuxhorn pass tipped and almost stolen. It'll be Pleasant Plains ball. To the 5 on the floor here as soon as I can bring them in. So it'll be Tuxhorn, Smith, Pierce, Hildebrand, and Bellows for Pleasant Plains. We'll get you the Warriors as soon as they go down the other end. Almost stolen by Liv Taylor, who's into the game. Olivia Taylor. First entry we got for the Warriors. Wide open, Tuxhorn misses the 2. Rebound, somebody's going to get it. We got a scrum for the ball. They should have called a jump ball, and they still haven't called it. Emma Hernandez is straight up, and they call the foul on the Warriors. So that's Hernandez's first, team's second. So this is Becca Bellows shooting 2 for the Cardinals. First one up and in. Ella Russell back in for Nora Johnson. One more free throw for Bellows. That one is good. Lucy Fischler for Emma Hernandez. Warriors going length of the floor with Taylor. Taylor inbounding, gets it into Vandestraff. Vandestraff middle of the floor, Becky. Warriors have numbers. Becky lost it. Nope, jump ball. Possession Germantown Hills. 5:14 first quarter or second quarter rather, and a 4-point lead for the Warriors. Taylor inbounds, far baseline, or far sideline rather, to Ella Russell. Russell kick out Becky. Back to Taylor. 5:07 until the half. Taylor to Russell. Now Vandestraff right corner. Down low Becky. Got him out by the Cardinals. Will stay Warrior ball. 5 minutes flat. 8-4. Taylor inbounds. Gets it it into Russell. Open underneath. Two is good. Ella Russell for two. 10-4 Warriors. Cuxhorn top with the key for Pleasant Plains. One-on-one with Vandeschap. Cuxhorn gets right around the defense, goes over to Smith. Smith long two off the backboard, but gets no net. Cuxhorn travels. Turn it over to the Warriors. She's went up and made the shot attempt, but came down without releasing the ball. That's a travel. Clear long into the game for Pleasant Plains. Taylor inbounds. Baseball pass to a wide open Ella Russell, but the defender closes out. Russell off the left block, no good. Mishler rebound, and the Warriors throw it right into the hands of Pleasant Plains. Turnover. Ella Pierce, score 25, second quarter, 6-point lead. Cuxhorn over to Long. Long at the right wing, struggling to get it away, finds somebody. Oh no, she doesn't. Out of bounds for the Warriors. Turnover on the errant pass. The Warriors will inbound in front of their own bench. 4:14, second quarter, and a 6-point lead. Taylor inbounds to Becky. Becky up the middle of the floor. Almost stolen from behind, brings it in time. Lucy Mishler. Top of the key, 4 minutes to go until the half. Mishler drives over to Vandeschap, right wing. Vandeschap looks to drive, now goes Russell. Russell over to Mishler. Mishler to Becky, right elbow. Becky wide open, two is good. It's Becky for two, and it's 12-4 Warriors, 3:44 until the half. Cuxhorn. Pass is tipped and stolen by Vandeschap. 2-on-1. Vandeschap goes out of bounds. Warrior ball. Shaylin Terry back in for the Warriors. Timeout, Pleasant Plains. It's a full. 3:33 until the half. So again, a 12-4 lead for the Warriors. A 4-2 run to start the second quarter. 2 for Becky, 2 for Russell, and then 2 free throws for Bellows for Pleasant Plains. And that has rounded out your second quarter scoring. And again, last time I got to see the Warriors anyway, caught a bit of their state semifinal against Piatone, their sectional championship against Fieldcrest, their regional championship against Washington Middle, both very close, hard-fought games. And that trend, if you will, has continued into the state finals against Robinson in the quarterfinal and Piatone in the semifinal. Illini Bluffs beat Piatone in the third, fourth place game just before this one got underway. So Illini Bluffs in third place, Piatone in fourth. Shaylin Terry on the inbound. Underneath their own basket. Terry to Vandeschap through her hands and turnover. Stolen away by the Cardinals. Coast to coast, they put the two up, no good. Rebound Ella Russell. Russell to Vandeschap. Warriors will slow it down. They have numbers. Oh, wide open, Ella Russell. Ella Russell for two off the right block, and it's a 14-4 lead with 3 minutes to go until halftime. Crazy. Gives it over. Now Hildebrand. Hildebrand stolen by Vandeschap. To Mishler. 2:53 until the break. Warriors by 10. Mishler at the volleyball line. Over to the right wing now. Top to key Vandeschap. Left wing Taylor. Taylor looking. Goes down low to Russell. Russell kicks it back out. Taylor. Now Terry at the free throw line. Through her hands and turnover. Stolen by Frazee. Frazee tries to go coast to coast, but can't make it in. Rebound Lucy Mishler, and Mishler was fouled, but they call her for the travel. So Nora Johnson will come off the bench. Pleasant Plains got a gift there. Jim Matson from Channel 25 in the house. Warriors getting some state finals coverage. Frazee on on the drive, into the lane, 2 no good, blocked by Russell. Rebound Taylor, 2-on-1. Taylor, Johnson, Nora Johnson fouled, but 2 shots off the way. Hildebrand, her first, team's third. 2 shots for Nora Johnson. Johnson, first one up, and no good off the backside of the rim. Becky returns and replaces Terry. One more free throw for Nora Johnson, as this jam-packed Stieglitz gym falls nearly silent with over 1,000 people in attendance. 1,018 is the capacity here, and they're all here. Johnson, good. Izzy Vandenbrand for Nora Johnson. 11-point lead for the Warriors, 15-4, 2:17 until halftime. Annie Frazee up center court. Frazee one-on-one with Mishler. Almost stolen, is stolen. Izzy Vandenbrand with the steal to Lucy Mishler. Mishler, right block, no good. Russell rebound, jump ball over to Pleasant Plains. That technically goes as a turnover, although I've always thought that really shouldn't be considered a turnover, but officially it would go. Crazy double team, almost gets it away, and stolen by Liv Taylor, and then she's pushed into the stands, and then they call her out of bounds. Wow, Taylor pushed into the stands by the Cardinals, and they don't call it. So Pleasant Plains gets another gift with 1:48 to go until the half. A little bit of a scrum in the out-of-bounds play, but the Cardinals get it in. 1:40 until the half. Pierce. Now Bellows. Open 2 for Frazee, no good. Rebound and put back good. Inbound for Taylor. Taylor into Mishler. 1:20 to go until halftime. Mishler dribbles left, now goes down to Keita Russell. Right wing Taylor. Taylor on the drive, kick ball. It should have been a kick ball. Out of bounds, Germantown Hills ball. Hernandez into the game and replaces Taylor. Hernandez near baseline inbound. Emma Hernandez looking to get it in. Finds Vandestraff underneath. Vandestraff falls to the ground. They don't call anything, and then Pleasant Plains is going to get the rebound out of that. 1 minute until the break, and it's 15-6 Warriors. Cardinals over the left wing with Ella Pierce, one-on-one with Emma Hernandez. Pierce dribbles out past Tina over to the right corner with Frazee. Frazee down low, stolen away, Ella Russell. Russell just rips it away like nothing. Lucy Mishler's out to the right wing, Emma Hernandez. Hernandez baseline drive. Hernandez flips it up and in. 17-6 Warriors. 30 seconds to go until halftime. Frazee down to the key, defended by Mishler. Over to the left wing of Hildebrand. Hildebrand up top to Butcher. Butcher into the right wing, that's Frazee. Frazee trying to drive, they're going to call the tripping foul on Lucy Mishler. That'll be Mishler's second personal, third team foul. And that'll bring Shaylin Terry into the game for Mishler. So Cardinals will inbound under their own basket with Becca Bellows. Tipped out of bounds by Emma Hernandez. It's still Pleasant Plains ball. Cardinals will inbound in front of the Warriors bench. Somebody's got to inbound it. There they go. They send over Jordan Butcher. 16.3 seconds here. You could say Pleasant Plains needs the score here for at least some kind of momentum going into the halftime locker room. Hildebrand. Stolen Vandestraff. Izzy Vandestraff with another steal. Vandestraff to Becky, right block. Good. Germantown Hills 19-6 at half. And the crowd is pumped here in Germantown. Germantown Hills with an incredible first half. 19 Warriors headed into the halftime locker room. We're going to take a couple minutes off and then be back with some halftime stats. So bear with us with the silence, but we don't have the proper connection to be able to play any music or anything during half. So we're going to go silent for just a couple minutes and then we'll be back with halftime stats. Welcome back to a jam-packed Stieglitz gym. Again, over 1,000 people here at a Great School State Championship game. It's great for the game. If you've listened from the open, I talked about being out by the ticket-taking area here at Germantown Hills Middle School, and the line was literally probably at least a quarter mile, if not a half mile out the door of fans trying to still get in after it was already packed on the inside. I have not received official word if they've started showing people the door due to a fire code violation, but there definitely is only standing room only here in Germantown Hills. Halftime statistics look like this. First for the Cardinals of Pleasant Plains. Jordan Butcher, 1-2, 2 points. Ella Pierce, 1 foul, 1-2, 2 points. Addie Frazee, 1 foul, no points. Zoe Hildebrand, 1 foul, no points. And Becca Bellows, 2 for 2 from the free throw line, 2 points. Cardinals as a team, 2 twos, no threes, 2 for 2 from the free throw line, 3 fouls and 6 points. For the host Germantown Hills Warriors, their halftime stats look like this. Emma Hernandez, 1 foul, 1-2, 2 points. Mackenzie Beckie, 2 twos, 4 points. Lucy Mishler, 2 fouls, no points. Ella Russell, 3 twos, 1 for 4 from the free throw line, 7 points. Nora Johnson, 1 for 2 from the free throw line, 1 point. And Izzy Vanderschaft, 2 twos, 1 for 1 from the free throw line, 5 points. Warriors outscore the Cardinals 8-2 in the first quarter, 11-2 in the second quarter, setting up our halftime score. Germantown Hills 19, Pleasant Plains 6. There's still about 7 minutes left to go until the second half gets underway. So we'll let you have a couple minutes off, take a break, however you're tuning in. We thank you for doing so this evening. But I'm going to take a couple minutes off from the mic, and then we'll be back with some second half play-by-play action. A state champion will be determined when the second half begins in just about 7 minutes. Back here at Stieglitz Gym, second half very close to getting underway. And Germantown Hills has been impressive, 19-6 lead at the break. I even had to look at the scoreboard to double check it. I couldn't believe they played that well in the first half on this kind of stage. Again, it takes time to work that in and, be comfortable on this stage, and I think the Warriors have actually done that surprisingly well. They seem really well conformed to the atmosphere, whether it be the 1,000+ in attendance, whether it be Jim Matson making the trip to provide coverage, Curly Boo Johnson sitting courtside. I mean, there's so many factors in play that could get the girls distracted, but they have played incredibly well here in the first half. Terry inbounds to Vanderschaft, Warrior basketball. Terry to Hernandez, and Hernandez lost it out of bounds. Turnover to Pleasant Plains. Warriors appear to be going with starters. They are. Cardinals, you know what? I'm just going to take the safe bet and assume they are. Wide open underneath, flipped it up, and wow, circus shot for Addie Frazee, and the Cardinals are on the board. Vanderschaft up the middle of the floor. Izzy Vanderschaft coast to coast was fouled, late whistle, but they got the call right. 2 free throws for Izzy Vanderschaft. Hildebrand picks up her second. Game's first. Vanderschaft at the line. First one is. Warriors have hit 20. It's 20-8. 5:27 third quarter. One more free throw for Vanderschaft. No good, wide left. Ella Russell just rips it away. Put back, no good. And Pleasant Plains regathers. Cardinals up the middle of the floor with Frazee. 5:16 to go third quarter, 20-8 Warriors. Now Hildebrand. Back to Frazee left wing. Frazee into the corner with Bellows. Becca Bellows. Now gives it off left wing to Pierce. Now at the right wing with Hildebrand again. Tough defense in the corner there by Mishler. Floater, no good. Rebound, Emma Hernandez. Hernandez has it stolen away, but then she gets it right back. Hernandez to Mishler, and the Warriors will reset. We'll see Mishler down with the key with 4:45 to go in the third quarter. Mishler to Russell, left elbow. Fine baseline, Shaylin Terry, and a late shooting foul comes in. Shaylin Terry. In all honesty, I say this pro Germantown, but she might have gotten away with one there. Pleasant Plains going to get the foul. Ella Pierce picks up her second. That might have been able to be a block. First one is good. 21-8, lead up to 13. Shaylin Terry, second free throw, no good. Rims out, rebound Cardinals. Hildebrand gives it off to Addie Frazee. Frazee over to the left wing. 4:30 third quarter, Warriors by 13, 21-8. Bella Tuxhorn. Now top of the key with Hildebrand. Hildebrand over to the right wing with Tuxhorn. Tuxhorn one-on-one with Terry. Tuxhorn on the drive. Floater up, no good. Rebound right underneath her own basket. Hildebrand misses the bunny, and then Ella Russell is the last one to touch it before it goes out of bounds. 4:13 to go, third quarter, 21-8. Pair of free throws for the Warriors and a two-pointer for the Cardinals is all you've missed in the second half if you're late to the third quarter. That's okay. We appreciate you tuning in any regard. Inbound stolen by Emma Hernandez. Hernandez top of the key to Shaylin Terry. 4:05 to go, third quarter. Terry one-on-one with Pierce. Pierce to Russell, and down low Lucy Mishler, and that's going to be off Mishler, out of bounds to Pleasant Plains. Couldn't really hear him, but you could at least see him. Coach Davis Melding catch the ball on that one. Again, turnover for the Warriors to Pleasant Plains. Cardinals yet to hit double figures. They would with their next basket of any kind as long as it's not a free throw. 2 or a 3 would hit double figures. Frazee over to the right wing with Pierce. Pierce top of the key to Tuxhorn. Tuxhorn on the drive, lost it. No, she didn't. They still have it. Frazee left corner. Baseline drive. Frazee through the defense somehow. Mid-range 2 is good. 21-10, 3:29 third quarter. Vandersraff down forward to Ella Russell over Sauter. Turnover to Pleasant Plains. 3:25 third quarter. It's an 11-point lead for the Warriors. Addie Frazee top with the key. She'll get it across the timeline at 3:19 third quarter. Frazee trying to find somebody. Can't right now. Frazee drives and kicks it off to Pierce. Pierce up top to Bellows. Becca Bellows looking. Cardinals are moving around trying to find the open girl. Now Tuxhorn. Tuxhorn drives and kicks to Hildebrand. Hildebrand to Pierce. Pierce now Frazee down low to is rimmed out. Rebound is to Vandersraff. 2:48 to go, third quarter. Vandersraff up the right sideline. We'll slow it down and reset. Brian Davis had to yell timeout about 5 times, but they get the call. 30-second timeout Warriors with 2:43 to go in the third quarter. And Warriors were up 19-6 at the half. Defending a 2-point first quarter for the Cardinals and a 4-point second quarter. And the Cardinals already have their highest scoring quarter of the game with the 4-point third quarter here. And again, you knew the Cardinals would at least somewhat readjust out of the halftime locker room after perhaps such a large deficit in a game such as the state championship. Shaylin Terry will inbound next to the Warrior bench and just over her left shoulder, former Harlan Globetrotter, Curtly Blue Johnson. Terry on the inbound to Hernandez. Down low is Vanderschaft. Right block, 2, no good. Rebound Ella Russell. Russell to Hernandez. Hernandez right wing top to Tina Shaylin Terry at the Germantown Hills logo. 2:32 to go, third quarter. Play is called. Terry over to the right wing with Vanderschaft. Vanderschaft top with T. Russell. Russell might drive. He's going to go down low to Lucy Mishler. Good! Mishler inside the lane. on the drive and kick to Tuxhorn. Her three is up and short. Well, long, really. Rebound by Lucy Mishler and Izzy Vandeschrap. Vandeschrap gets it across to Mishler. Mishler at the logo. Dribbles left. Now looking. Will double dribble. Double dribble turnover to Pleasant Plains. 1:48 to go, third quarter. Warriors with a 13-point lead. This is Frazee, top of the key, defended one-on-one by Lucy Mishler. Frazee, left wing, now in front of her bench, goes top of the key to Tuxhorn. Tuxhorn, screen fails. Tuxhorn just threw it out of bounds to herself, and that's going to be a turnover to the Warriors. 1:35 to go, third quarter. Warriors have a chance to push this lead even further, especially headed into the fourth quarter, which would be huge. Vandeschrap to Hernandez. Hernandez travels, and it doesn't come in until 2 seconds after the travel. And a turnover to the Cardinals. Taylor and Beckew and Johnson. Taylor, Beckew, and Johnson for Hernandez, Perry, and Russell. Frazee inbounds. Looking to get it into Bell and Tuxhorn. 1:30 to go, third quarter. Now gives it back to Frazee. Frazee off the screen from Tuxhorn at the left wing. 1:22, third quarter. Pass is tipped. Cardinals still have it underneath. Turnaround two. Wow. Two focus shots this quarter for Ella Pierce have both somehow gone down, and it's an 11-point game. 1:10 to go, third quarter. Izzy Vandeschrap at center court. Over to the right wing with Olivia Taylor. Taylor pulls back to the volleyball line. Under a minute to go, third quarter. Taylor one-on-one with Pierce. Taylor up top, cross court to Johnson, or Johnson. Up top, passes tipped, Olivia Taylor. Taylor left wing, Izzy Vandeschrap. Now Lucy Mishler, down to 42 seconds. Up top to Nora Johnson, down low Vandeschrap to Beckew. Beckew, right elbow. Now Johnson. Nora Johnson to Olivia Taylor. 30 seconds. Warriors using a lot of clock here, and rightfully so. Taylor at the right wing. 30-second timeout, and the Warriors might have gotten the shooting foul if they hadn't called the timeout. But it's a 30-second timeout called by the Warriors with 22.8 seconds to go in the third quarter. So a 4-point quarter for the Warriors, a 6-point quarter for Pleasant Plains. It's an 11-point lead, and obviously there is still plenty of basketball left to be played. But boy, if the Warriors can keep that lead at double figures headed into the fourth quarter, maybe even add a basket or two before the quarter's end, that would be a huge get in terms of momentum headed into that fourth and final quarter. Olivia Taylor on the inbound. Warriors underneath their own basket here with 22.8 seconds and an 11-point lead. Taylor inbounds. Gets it into Mishler. Mishler over to the left wing with Beckew. Beckew into the corner with Taylor. Taylor up top to Mishler. Mishler looking. Vandeschrap cut, they couldn't get it to her. Beckew at the right wing. Beckew drives. And stolen away. Nope, stolen right back by Olivia Taylor. Taylor on the drive. Finds Beckew. Right block was fouled hard. Smacked her right in the face. That's going to be a shooting foul on Pleasant Plains. Tuxhorn, her first, team's third. Beckew got poked in the eye. They're going to take a look at her. Just rub her eye a couple times. Looks like she's intending to go back to the line. Just got to rest the eye a little bit after some contact like that. 2 free throws, Mackenzie Beckew. First to 2, up and banks it around and in. It rolls around the rim and in for Beckew. 12-point lead. Beckew again. No good. Rebound Cardinals, but they gotta hurry. Buzzer beater, well short, and the Warriors are gonna head to the fourth quarter with a 12-point lead. A 6-point quarter for Pleasant Plains gives them 12. And for the Warriors, Just a 5-point quarter, but it's enough to maintain that double-figure lead. The scoring update for the Warriors looks like this. Emma Hernandez with 2, Mackenzie Beckey with 5, Shaylin Terry with 1, Lucy Mishler with 2, Ella Russell with 7, Nora Johnson with 1, Izzy Vanderschaaf with 6. Equating to the Warriors 24 points after 3 quarters. Cardinals, Jordan Butcher with 2, Ella Pierce with 6, Addie Frazee with 2, Becca Bellows with 2. Cardinals need a big push here in the 4th quarter in hopes of returning to the throne after it'll be 4-year absence from the state finals. They won it in 2015, and this is their first time back since then. Again, the Warriors have won one 7th grade state championship. That came back in 2016, but the 8th grade program has never won the state championship. We're 6 minutes away from finding out who's going to win this one. Addie Frazee just now gets it across. Hildebrand to Tuxhorn. Tuxhorn back to Hildebrand, and Hildebrand turnover stolen by Vanderschaaf. Izzy Vanderschaaf to Mackenzie Beckey. Beckey was looking for Taylor. Now goes to Taylor right wing. Taylor on the drive. Warriors will reset. And Beckey turnover to Pleasant Plains. See what the Cardinals have drawn up here. The Warriors rounding into their stance here. About 5 minutes to go in this one. Frazee in front of the scorer's table looks to drive on Mishler. Frazee lost it. Dump ball, possession, Germantown Hills. That's a turnover. Emma Hernandez in for the Warriors, and she replaces Olivia Taylor. And if you're tuned in already, great. If you know somebody that isn't tuned in that you think should be, there's just enough time to get a hold of them and have them tune into the last 5 minutes. 5 minutes and 3 seconds to go. Warriors by 12. Pleasant Plains defense fell asleep. Defender closes out late. Russell no good. And rebound Lucy Mishler. Mishler to Izzy Vanderschaaf. Timeout Warriors. It's a full. Boy, the Cardinals got lucky there. Their defense kind of fell asleep and was all on the far side of the floor, but a defender closed out late and forced the miss by the Warriors. 4:55 to go, 4th quarter, 24-12. And again, spread the word, get more people tuned in. We appreciate the viewership already, but even more, the more the merrier. To tune in for an exciting finish of some great school state basketball here. Again, an incredible atmosphere. You can put it right up there with some of the greatest games this gym has seen, perhaps. I mean, it's not too often that this gym has drawn a crowd of over 1,000 people and a former Harlem Globetrotter. Let alone how many great school games have drawn that big of a crowd. So props to the folks from Pleasant Plains. Props to the folks from Germantown Hills. Again, capacity crowd here at Stieglitz Gym. Official capacity listed at 1,015. And then there's some standing room only as well. 4:55 to go. Hernandez on the baseline inbound, sideline inbound. To Lucy Mishler. 4:52 to go, 4th quarter. Mishler over to the right corner with Russell. Russell up top, Beckey. Beckey back to Russell. Russell looking. Goes up top to Mishler. Almost stolen away there, a girl down. Mishler, that should be a kick ball. They don't call it. Hernandez. Turnover. Nope, Beckey still has it. Somebody's going to have it. Mishler. They can't call her for a foul on that. She dove for the ball. Or no, it's on Pleasant Plains. No, it is on Mishler. Wow. All she did was dive for the ball. I don't know how you can call a foul on that. Made no contact with the opposing player until the Pleasant Plains girl fell on her, but they call Mishler for the foul. Cardinals will inbound. Tuxhorn in front of their own bench. Gets it in to Frazee. Frazee on the drive. Kick out to Long. Long travel, they don't call it. Hildebrand up top over to the right wing, almost lost by Frazee. 4:18 to go, Warriors by 12. Frazee sees the lane, kicks out to Hildebrand left wing. Hildebrand up top to Tutshorn. Tutshorn to Frazee. Three is up and over the backboard, should be out of bounds, but it's going to be Warrior ball anyway. It went off Izzy Vandestraff very clearly, but the Warriors get a gift, and it'll be Germantown Hills basketball on a 12-point lead. Hernandez gets it into Mishler. Back to Hernandez. Warriors should be using their clock as much as they can. Hernandez. Over to Vandestraff. Cross court pass to Lucy Mishler at the left wing. Back to Vandestraff. Vandestraff on the drive. Baseline 2. Up and no good. Rebound Ella Russell. Put back. No good. And Russell went over the back. So that'll be Ella Russell's first, team's second. 3:40 to go. Warriors holding on by their chinny chin chin, if you will, to that 12-point lead. One last push to the gas pedal, you would hope would do it, but we'll see what the Cardinals have to say about that. Long at the right wing, top of the key to Bellows. Bellows into the left corner with Frazee. Frazee looking. Frazee drives. Frazee 2 is shooting foul on the Warriors. If it's on Mishler, that's her fourth. It is. 4 fouls on Lucy Mishler and the third team foul on the Warriors. That'll bring Shaylin Terry back into the game for Germantown Hills after the first free throw from Frazee. Up and no good. Shaylin Terry for Lucy Mishler. One more free throw. Addie Frazee. This would bring them within 11. It doesn't. Still 12. Rebound is Vandestraff. Vandestraff was fouled. They don't call it. Ball goes out of bounds to Germantown Hills. Emma Hernandez inbounds right in front of the Pleasant Plains bench. Hernandez gets it in to Terry. 3:14 to go. Terry gets it across. Terry spins back up top. Hildebrand defending her. Terry over to Russell. Russell gets it away from the defense, goes down to Vandestraff, who is pushed, and Pleasant Plains gets the steal. Now Cardinals have a chance to answer. Frazee on the drive, has the lane. 2 is no good. Rebound Emma Hernandez. Hernandez gets it away to Shaylin Terry. Terry gets it across. Up top to Vandestraff. Vandestraff off the screen from Terry. Up top to Beckie. Beckie thought about the 3, fakes and drives. Beckie, no ball. Possession Pleasant Plains. Cardinals will send in their first new entry in a while, Grace Reiser. She replaces Claire Long. Warriors will counter with Olivia Taylor for Mackenzie Beckie. 2:18 to go. Warriors by 12 and an inbound violation. Turnover to the Warriors. Timeout Pleasant Plains. It's a full. 2:18 to go. It's like the attack of an animal. They're there. They've located the prey. They have their hand on the prey. They haven't put the final chokehold on this game just yet, but they're dangerously close. 12-point lead, 2:18 to go. Again, full timeout called by Pleasant Plains. They have 2 to go. Warriors also have 2 timeouts left. 1 full and 2 30s for the Cardinals, or 1 full and 1 30. And then on the other side, as we got a race up the sideline between mascots. The Pleasant Plain Cardinal lost his foot at half court and kind of gave the Germantown Hills Warrior mascot a unfair advantage, but a win's a win. 2:18 to go, Shaylin Perry on the inbound. Perry gets it in up top to Taylor. 2:15 to go. Taylor to Vandersraff. Vandersraff off the screen. Goes Terry left wing. Terry is being fouled. Now Taylor. Taylor off the screen. Taylor, reach-in foul on Pleasant Plain. It's on 24, Hildebrand. That's her third, team's fourth. Something to watch here. The Cardinals only have 2 fouls to give, and then it's bonus the rest of the way for the Warriors. Perry on the inbound. Gets it into Russell. Wide open. That might do it. Ella Russell for 2. 14-point lead with 1:50 to go. 3 is short. Rebound Hildebrand out of bounds. Warrior ball. 1:47 to go. A measly 107 seconds is all it stands between the Warriors and their first 8th grade state championship. Inbound to Taylor. Taylor gets it across. Up top to Vandersraff. Vandersraff one-on-one. Oh, crossover. Down low, Emma Hernandez shot is blocked. Well, Jim Manson was rolling on that one, so I would imagine we'd see that tonight. Bucks. Try that again. 2 is good for Becca Bellows. 12-point lead, and the Warriors, Ella Russell on the other end. Timeout, Pleasant Plains. The Warriors have doubled up. The Cardinals, and they're emptying the benches. The Warriors are going to win the state championship. They have a 14-point lead and 1:15 to go. Again, both teams have done complete line changes. A full timeout called by Pleasant Plains with 1:15 to go. They do another mascot race up center court. Now, the Pleasant Plains Cardinal won that one, but since both mascots have won one race, shouldn't they do a third to see who wins? I don't know. Anyway, full timeout, Pleasant Plains, 1:15 to go. 28-14. I think it's a no-brainer right now. Ella Russell's going to be the player of the game. She's got 7, 9, 11 points. The lone scorer for the game in double figures. See if we get you some new entries for the Warriors. I see Maddie Kearns. I see Bree Bessert. Everybody else has played. Cardinals also went line change. This is Sophia Smith to Tessa Guccione. See here, I'm trying to make sure I get everybody. 3 up, no good. Rebound, Warriors, Emma Hernandez. Under a minute to go. Perry. Timeout, Warriors. 30-second timeout for subs as Liv Vaughn and Olivia Morris have entered the game for Shaylin Perry and Emma Hernandez. Warrior fans are starting to rise to their feet here with a minute to go. Bree Bessert. Up top to Liv Vaughn. 45 seconds. Morris. To Kearns to Bessert. To Morris. Now Vaughn. 33 seconds. Warriors are running the clock and the Cardinals aren't fouling. Vaughn. On to the hoop. Right block. Gives it off to Bessert. Bessert to Morris, and Bessert is fouled. Foul on the Cardinals with 22.1 seconds. It's on Sophia Smith, her first, team's 5th. You see the emotion starting to creep into some of the Warrior players on the sideline. They know what they're in for with 18 seconds to go. Liv Vaughn looking to drive. 12 seconds, and they're just going to dribble it out. Down to 9, down to 8, and 7 and 6, and 5 and 4. And for the first time in program history, the Germantown Hills Warriors are state champions on their home floor. Final score, Pleasant Plains 14, the victorious Germantown Hills Warriors 28. The Warriors are your 8th grade state champions in 2019. What a game! The students are looking to run the court. They're going to have to wait until awards, but we are going to call it a day on the broadcast. Much more on my social media. If you know me already, tell the people that don't how to get to it. Much more. That does it for the broadcast. The Warriors are state champions, 28-14.